Alright, we're back on the desk today, early morning, and I'm doing B-roll episodes to try and fill out things till Christmas. So I thought I would do one on the DJI Neo. I bought this for a New Zealand trip. This is in addition to my Air 2S. I wanted something that I could get on the plane, save a bit of weight, and would do some headless stuff. And for that, it does a reasonably good job. Recently, though, I decided I'm going to King Island, so I bought a controller for it. Originally, I had planned for this to use the same controller as my Air 2S, but apparently Air 2S is not compatible, or this is not compatible with the Air 2S's controller, and this controller is not compatible with my Air 2S. So, good job. While they say it is compatible with some controllers, it's not all, and they did a good job of getting money out of me. Anyway, I am now learning to fly my Air 2S manually and to do some tuning settings. I'm going to take some B-roll I've taken in the process of making a behind-the-scenes video for my trip to King Island, and so I'm going to put them in here and do a whole separate episode just on the Neo, because people seem to find that popular, and or rather it is popular with people, and yeah, people were asking for more questions about it. So I'm going to go over with some audio from the recordings and see if I can offer some insights into my learning experiences. At some point too, I will find a way to put the tuning settings in the screen that I have set. I've set cinematic mode to a custom set of tuning because I wanted some really nice cinematic shots. And I asked ChatGPT to give me some recommended settings. Now, this is not as flexible as the Air 2S. There's a few settings that are handled automatically. You don't have manual control over them, but you can certainly dampen things down a bit, so you can go full stick and get a smooth pan. So anyway, let's jump to some of the footage, and you can see my personal insights and comments as I'm learning. Okay, we have our drone up, but I'm looking at a shutter of 1/200 and an ISO of 400. So we have these filters here. We might go up a filter and see what that does to things. So let's have a look. What have we got on at the moment? We have the ND16 polarizer on. These have got some greasy fingerprints on them. Let's take a look at the ND32, see what it does to things. ND32, see if our exposure comes down a little bit. Alright, our ISO is definitely a little better. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. I might take off and go for a fly here. Let's see, let's go prop check. Alright, off we go.
Take off. Home point updated.
It's nice to be able to get some real altitude. More than about 30 meters. Alright, let's go sport mode.
Obstacle sensing unavailable. Fly with caution.
Okay, sport mode gets us up there. Let's get up about 50 meters is going to be enough. Go back to normal mode. Okay, so let's just go hard over the stick as a pan in normal mode. We're very quick. Okay. Oh, there's my polarizer. It's in that direction. Okay. So let's go cinematic mode. Let's see what happens here. Let's go. Oh, that's hard stick over. That's about perfect. I had ChatGPT work out these settings. That's nice. Okay. What about my gimbal? Gimbal's perfect. Got a bug on the phone. Get off. Get off my phone. Okay. Now I don't know what my settings are. Okay, so gimbal speed is nice and cinematic. That's beautiful. Okay, that's going to make for some really easy cinematic shots. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, a little windy. Let's just continue panning, pan up. Beautiful. Okay. I think those settings are about right. Let's go normal mode here. Let's go for a bit of an explore. And we'll check the return to home setting with this too. The Neo normally doesn't have return to home if you're using it through your phone. But it's a nice little park area here. Just Still got full signal. Normally I wouldn't have been able to get it more than 50 meters, just because the controller locks it out. There's the miniature railway. I must bring my apprentice back to that one day. She would get an absolute blast out of that. I might too. Sound shell. I once did something with an audio engineer that was doing their study for that, and had to work out a plan and like a mock event at it. So not too bad for normal mode. Pretty happy with this. Let's fly around on cinematic mode and see how we go. Cinematic mode is going to creep around. From this altitude, I think I do need to speed it up a bit. So let me go into the tuning here for a minute. Let's go control, and let's go gain and expo tuning, and we go max horizontal speed. The pitch roll stick. Yeah, let's go a bit more. Let's go back up to 2 on that. Let's adjust that. See how we go here. So in cinematic mode, that's going to work a little bit better. Okay, let's dodge out of the way of this guy because we don't want to run over the top of people. Let's go normal mode. We actually want to move around a bit. It's not too bad actually. Let's have a bit of a look around here. Not too bad. I've got about 60% battery, and I've got a mud swallow being a little bit alarmed at us there. Let's keep out of his way. There's some water over there. Let's just do a lap of this whole area here, and then we'll come back. But yeah, this is feeling very good. I think this is going to work well for the job on the day, provided we get weather like this. I do need to check the return to home, but yes, the filters I will definitely. This does allow me, now that I can actually see the feedback from the drone, it allows me to actually see the ISO and everything on the day. Let's go auto mode again on camera. This should help. Flies are out in force today. You've got to watch gum trees in Australia. They are freakishly tall. Alright, let's see how we go with return to home.
Return to home.
Never actually had to try this. Now, I'm not sure if it's recording through the drone or not, but there is a green line and a home point projected on the screen. I could probably do screen recording, but I'm not going to bother today. Seeing on the horizon, the problem with circular polarizers, you do need to rotate them to get the right polarization. However, if you've got a drone, you can reposition the drone for a better angle. That's generally what I do. I adjust the camera instead of the polarizer. Mostly because I'm lazy. Let's see how well this goes, landing back on the face.
Landing.
I think it could be a little bit off. I might have to correct it. You're going to land on the table, or do I have to correct you? The sun's in my face. Yeah, we're going to land a bit over there. Okay. Cinematic mode, pan up. Oh shit, do it a bit quicker. Alright. Table. Oh, it does make flying control a lot easier. Let's, come on, cross. No, forwards. Forwards, now land.
Landing.
Alright, there we go. Alright, we're going to take off in cinematic mode now. See how we go.
Take off. Home point updated.
See how we go doing a track through the bushes and stuff. This actually looks kind of nice. Yeah, that was worth tuning. With this, actually might make it a little safer to fly through obstacles like this. See if we can pop our way through here in a smooth shot. Oh, beautiful. Watch the tree. Watch for pedestrians. Yes, it was worth doing the tuning, and it's worth having a bit of practice session. This should make the documentary a lot better. Even though it's only going to be a couple of minutes of B-roll, I would wager. Maybe this might mean a bit more drone footage. There's me right there. How you going, guys? Over the top. Round we go. Alright. Yeah. They did simplify the tuning controls for the Neo. There's a few things that are sort of handled automatically and not manually changeable that would be on something like my Air 2S. But I do appreciate that. This has actually been pretty easy to set up. Yeah, this is going to be alright.
Take off. Home point updated.
That's what I was looking for. The old turntable up here. Alright.
Battery level is low.
Really?
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Battery swap time.
Return to home.
I have the not charged battery on. Alright, it'll come back.
Landing. Low battery. Return to home promptly.
Come down in that spot, please. Oh, come on. I gotcha. Come on back, dude. Get into the court. Come here. Okay. Over this way. Come back to me. Alright.
Battery level is low.
There we go.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
A few moments later.
Alright, drop check. Let's take off again.
Take off. Home point updated.
So, note to self, having it on my portable battery bank for half a day in my backpack only puts 18% back in. Go forwards a bit. Tilt down. This is much easier to control with a controller. Yes, we know strong wind. I'm aware of that. So, what we want to do is stop our recording and get some stills.
12 seconds later.
Let's go cinematic mode and try our nice... Oh, we're in normal mode. Go normal mode. Now cinematic mode. Let's see with a bit of wind if we can get a nice gentle pan around here. Wind is throwing it around a bit. That's alright though, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's go normal mode again. Let's increase in altitude a bit. So we can fly into the wind a bit. It's not making much headway in this wind. Alright, I think we're going to go and land her back down. Whoa. bring her back down. She's definitely tilting a lot in this wind. I think it's exceeded our wind limit, which is why generally fly a drone into the wind, not with the wind when you're moving away from yourself, because you can run into this exact scenario in which your drone cannot outcompete the wind and you can't get it back. I watched, before I flew a drone once, I watched a bloke fly it out over the ocean, and yeah, the wind changed, he couldn't make it back and he ran out of battery, and the thing landed in the ocean, and all he had left was the cache file on the controller. So the two things I learned from that is the best thing is to have a cache copy on your controller, but also don't fly with the wind when you move away from yourself. So this little drone is especially important. The Air 2S that I've got, it's got a bit more horsepower. It can deal with the wind better. Let's bring this right back, pull her up a bit, and we'll land on my hand.
Landing.
There we go. All right, I'll save a little bit of battery for around the back.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
Right, definitely fighting the wind still. Let's see if we can...
Obstacle sensing unavailable. Fly with caution.
Alright, we're in sport mode. You're definitely fighting that wind. Wonder if I can get the train leaving. I have not seen a velocity come into that platform before. It's very interesting. Hope that's not the one I plan to get. Better update my home point up here. See, update home point.
Home point updated.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna get some photos.
More moments later.
Alright. She's definitely struggling with the wind. Trying to bring her back. I'm down here somewhere. There I am. I'll dodge this car. Up. Oh. Yeah, she's definitely at an angle now. Come on, this way please. Oh.
Landing.
Okay. Cool.